in God's name is going on in here? What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Okay, here's what I would have done. Bro, no one cares what you would have done. Actually, everyone cares. Welcome to Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast made for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Brought to you by the Embrace the Turn Up Podcast Network. And now your hosts, A-Dub,
BA,
E-Ray,
so we'll do it. And guys, we're here once again. Welcome to the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. It is I, E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, him, Jones. I'm in the building. And of course, I am with the fellas. This is another episode of Let Me Book the Territory. And I mean, I could not do it without such illustrious co-hosts. One being the always constipated, the guy who has chronic IBS. He does not know how to sit anywhere but the porcelain throne. It is A-Dub, W Zane himself, the tribal pod chief. What's going on, bro?
Oh, you know, it's your boy Dub Breaker, you know, the gremlin-faced dog, if you will, here in the building. We about to hit a roadblock on the road to WrestleMania, and I'm ready to talk about it, fellas. What's good?
I love how you're Bizarro Brown Breaker because you're the gremlin-faced dog instead of dog-faced gremlin.
I was hoping you would catch that.
Definitely scary.
Bizarro, right?
Than the dog-faced gremlin.
I mean, as my horror
scary.
movie aficionados, I had to throw on y'all way, you know?
Yeah.
Respect.
Look, one day we are going to do a Bizarro pod where all our takes are going to be exact opposite of what we really think. It's pretty much called going commercial and selling out. But I am with it. And if we want to talk about sellouts, I am not going to talk about this guy right here because this guy is true to the game. Talk about TRU from down in New Orleans. My guy who invented headphones that go on top of the Scully and attach to your beard so that way you look like you're older than you really are. He sells these things like hotcakes. I'm pretty sure they're on that one site. What's it called?
Etsy?
I can't. No, before Etsy, it was like the sketchy Etsy. Sketchy.
Oh, the Chinese Amazon.
Wish.com?
Yeah.
Wish.com.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
Just know he's making lots and lots of moolah. You see that rope around his neck? That is not a noose. That is gold, baby. This is B.A.D. Biasi in the building. What's going on, bro Chacho?
Yo, it's me. It's B.A. DiBiase in the building, a.k.a. Black IRS, a.k.a. B.A. Howdy for my peeps out there. It's time to erase some minds on this evening. It's like my Uncle Howdy.
Like, what happened?
Yes, we gonna talk a lot of Uncle Howdy. I got some thoughts. Gonna talk a lot of wrestling and all that fun stuff. Cause right now I got White Virgil getting the compound of Pound Town teed up for me. So B.A.D. Biasi's got nothing but time, folks. So let's get into it.
Well, with that said, Dub, take it away. Where we want to start? There's so many things to talk about, but I mean,
You know, guys,
where would you have us go?
I made a list, and I almost forgot. We got a hell of a segment on SmackDown, so I feel like we should start there with the with Jimmy and Sammy kind of moving the story along a little bit. Gave us a little of that soap opera genre that we come into wrestling for. What did you guys think of that segment of them going back and forth about who betrayed who?
I gotta say I loved it. I mean, but was that a shocker? It's called storytelling, and they're doing a really good job of it. WWE, when they're doing what they're supposed to do, they are probably the best at it because they have the production value, they have all the writers and the everything that it feels grandiose. And again, even with these characters that've been in the spotlight for over several years now, that with the same characters, the same storyline, but they're now evolving it away from not necessarily the tribal chief, but just like, okay, I need dissension. So they got Sami Zayn on a warpath trying to destroy the bloodline from I guess not within anymore, but piece by piece, if you will.
Yeah.
And first he's talking to Jay, and you know, he B Rabbit. He caught him with like B Rabbit and Future in 8 Mile, talking to him about the semi trucks and telling Stan's the man and all that stuff. Van the Trans Ams. He was killing it. Then he went from that.
The fruitcake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yep, I got.
And we're canceled.
You were talking about 8 Mile. I'm sorry.
I legitimately skipped that intentionally, but
my bad.
you know what, guys? You just gotta. Sometimes you just gotta let it happen.
Gotta let them roll.
Do right here. But yes, we had that moment happen. Then from there, we went straight to him just coming out again. Now he's like just hoodie. I think Sami Zayn is Eminem. They're the same people apparently. Like something happened where he's just stealing Eminem's persona. Like Eminem was wearing the kind of trucker dad hats with the hoodie all the time and the savage beard.
Yep.
He's just popping out of crowds and stuff looking unwashed. And I was like, yes, this is great. And then he comes out there as Jimmy is addressing the crowd. He's addressing Jay, and then here comes Sami Zayn, and they're going bar for bar. And I was like, I really enjoyed this. This is like how it should be, and they're telling the truths, and they're doing everything that you can ask for. And then here comes Solo. Here comes an attack, and here comes Jay out the crowd, and it's like, oh, is he gonna decide? And that's where they left it. It's like cliffhangers, and that's what I mean. Properly pointing out these subtle details. Like, nope, not yet. It's like, on the next time
it was
SmackDown
just
Live.
unreal.
Like,
BA, how did you feel when Jimmy just looked at Sammy and said, "You know what, man? You so selfish." Did that hit you right in the feels?
It hit me. It hit me for sure because it's like it's definitely reminds me of like just as far as like when a soap opera has built up the clout, and back in the day when our aunties and our moms and our grandmas would be rushing home to watch Days of Our Lives and shit. Like, I gotta see whatever story's on.
Victor.
Let's see what happened to Victor.
There you go. You go. I said I knew I was gonna hear some. What was my boy's name? Stefano, whatever his name was on Days of Our Lives.
Side note: Victor is still alive.
The beautiful.
That's impressive. Wow. Because everything is wrestling, right, Doug?
Still alive and betraying people. I'm telling you.
Right. I was gonna say, is that like the what's it? The tagline from Fast and the Furious 4? Like,
no.
Original, new model, original parts or something like that. Victor Newman, and he just pops up like all this Botox.
I'm surprised he hasn't been in Fast and Furious yet.
It's coming. This
He's
part
coming,
10 look
right.
wild. He could.
Part
he probably
10
could
too.
be.
He like
Part 10 too.
he
not
domined
gonna be in
John
the
Cena's
last
uncle or something. Or
Facts.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, but
Victor, it's all about family.
and then Victor turns around. You're right, Dom. It is all about family.
and they just
shoots him dead, and that's how Fast and Furious ends. Victor Newman shoots Vin Diesel in the chest.
Sign me up. Sign me up.
But it's only a flesh wound.
Is Victor Newman wearing a shirt with sleeves or no sleeves? Is the real question, people. That is the question.
Is he family?
A suit.
That's the question.
A suit with no sleeves.
Suit with no sleeve and his big gaudy ass chain.
Oh yeah,
big
cross.
I
was saying a cross. Gotta be a cross. Gotta be just a cross.
Because the shooting of Dom is a double cross.
Right. I see you. But before that sidetracking, I took us down to get us back on track. I bring up soap operas because the Bloodline storyline is at a point where, if we're looking at it as we're making a meal, the main dish has already been prepared. Now we can work on our side dishes and get our side dishes right. And no matter what, it's going to be a good dinner because the main dish has already been cooked to perfection. So let's just get our sides popping. So that's kind of, I think, where we're at right now.
He ain't cooking right now.
Hey, man, they cooking. So shit, I just grab my spoon, throw on my chef's hat.
So
to work too.
Speaking of side dishes, there are some more side dishes to WrestleMania that we haven't developed kind of on SmackDown. Dominic and Ray. Are we ready for this match at Mania? Are we ready? BA, you not ready for it?
No, I'm saying it's written in stone. Like you had the botchy Dom trying to rip Ray's mask walking down the Royal Rumble aisle, trying to be tough guy but couldn't sell it all the way, and just the constant the man can't just live on any holiday. He can't even have Valentine's Day to himself.
Hashtag Rey Mysterio will never know peace. Yeah.
Never, man. So it's time, man. And it's the first time I can say I'm excited for a Dominic Mysterio match. I would have never thought coming on this show a year ago I would ever utter those words, but hey, man, this is why you never say never in wrestling for these reasons. Because
I will say,
it's gonna be a pretty good match.
I do like how we're getting there, like with Dom just talking Ray left, and Dom just like talking shit about him the entire time. And instead of Dom just showing up on SmackDown, he found a reason. He's like, oh, well, I'm gonna just go with Mommy to SmackDown. Like, oh, that's convenient. That doesn't feel forced at all. So I appreciate that, and I think this match is going to be a banger. I think Ray's going to be like, yo, Dom, just do everything we taught you. Everything. Add every single piece of Lucha Libre that they're not going to sign off on. Get your shit off in this match. E-Ray, you're shaking your head.
I do not share those same sentiments at all. Not with, I think the plotting, really good. I even like him going to SmackDown. What I did not like is him talking trash in the ring about Rey Mysterio while Rey Mysterio is there, and his bad acting. Mijo, I hate you. Okay, that's like, okay, look, I don't care who you are. At some point, you either gonna slap him, you gonna push him, something, and it's like you're playing too conflicted, and it's not reading. It's reading like cartoonish to me. That's the one thing that I'm like, okay, didn't love it, but I'm okay because I know where it needs to get us. Because when it comes to a wrestling match, I have no worries about Ray. I'm worried about Dom. Dom just looks goofily overmatched all the time. Like, no matter what he's doing, it doesn't look cool or smooth. He's doing the same moves that everybody else is doing, but they just don't look convincing. It looks so silly. And I was like, but I enjoyed the prison gimmick, that he's going to kill everybody. He's going to poke everybody. You know what I do? You know what they do? He's like, oh yeah, they made prison wine. All that is fantastic. The wrestling, though, that's the seller. And this is where it becomes like, Dom is not as good on the ring, or excuse me, not as good on the mic, but it comes down to that almost that Miz type deal where it's like the Miz will talk and have a perfectly talked up fun time, but then when it comes to the wrestling, you only can go so far. And no shade to the Miz. I love the Miz. The work he's done, the way we've talked about that. and he needs to get his flowers more. But just as far as like putting on a absolute banger from Dom, I do not see that. I do not see it coming. I'm open to being surprised. I hope, but I just cannot see it. I've watched his matches. I've seen them when they were tag team champions, when it was father and son, 2-time champs. No, I didn't need to see that ever again. I think they actually. I'm trying to remember. Did they lose it at Money in the Bank when I was there?
I can't.
When it was
remember.
I think it was in Fort Worth. That was the first PLE coming off the pandemic. I was there. I was in the stands, and I was like, ugh, I hate Dominic. I hate him. And I can't remember who they went against. We'll have to Google it, but
it was either the Usos or Alpha Academy, if memory serves me correctly.
I feel like it was the Usos, but
I mean, Usos had the belts for so long. That's just a
I'll say maybe
answer.
the Usos came into it as champion or something like that, or maybe they took it off of them. I don't remember, but I was just like, ugh, I didn't like this at all, and I'm never.
Or did they lose them to RK Bro? That's neither here nor there, but anyways.
I'll
lost to RK Bro sounds right, but who knows? Who cares?
Damn, all right. Well, maybe I won't look it up. Okay,
Yeah.
How about that,
All right,
buddy?
yeah.
You do you, E-Ray. God damn it.
You got me there. You got me there, buddy. I got nothing to defend that one.
Anybody else got anything to say about the build? I'm cool with it, but I don't know. I agree with some of the points you made, E-Ray, about Dom. Is he still rough in the ring? But as most people that are rougher in the ring, hopefully his character can overtake the roughness and kind of hide that, and people won't care as much. But
I'm gonna be quite frank. I think the character's still shaky. It's good.
Really?
They got a good starting place, but it is still very shaky. As we were just talking about, Dub kind of jumped the lead, but how did we even get there? We got there because he was in the ring with one of the best promos in the biz, which is Charlotte. So they put him next to Charlotte. I'm like, ooh, this is dangerous. And you seen him, he slowed down a little bit because he ain't have it right off the tongue like she did. Yeah. But he didn't flub it too bad. And I was like, okay, they gave him some good lines. But I was like, this is scary because I've seen him talk. And I mean, Dominic here, Bobby Lashley. They're for those on this audio journey, they're both toiling the bottom equally. But what lifts up Bobby Lashley is the ridiculous physique and athleticism that
presentation
Dom does not have.
Yeah,
So
the presentation
again,
period.
Yeah, when Bobby's yelling at you, you're afraid he might actually hurt you. With Dom, you're like, all right, keep talking.
Yeah,
Keep talking.
fuck off, daddy's boy. That's kind of what was saying. Sorry,
Mommy's boy, get it right. Come on now. Come on now.
Yes, my
Jeez,
apologies. Messed it up.
VA's in a world of hurt right now, and we're gonna have to elbow drop him a few times.
Well deserved.
I'm off the leash.
I deserve those bumps.
It's fine.
Well
It's fine.
deserved
But you
bumps.
know what, BA? You know what, BA? We're gonna throw you on real quick because it's time for the Uncle Howdy moment of the week. Because we had two.
Oh my God.
And it started with SmackDown with the Firefly Funhouse and Uncle Howdy asking us, if I told you a story, can you keep a secret? BA, as someone who was once all out on this entire thing, I feel like you're so back in that you might be writing this story at this point. Give me your thoughts on the SmackDown segment, and we'll lead it into the Raw segment too.
Maybe.
Sorry, jumping in really quickly. No one cares, but I care. This thing going right. Money in the Bank 2021. The Mysterios versus the Usos. Jey Uso wins with a roll-up pin. Knew it, because I remember celebrating really hard for them losing those belts.
E-Ray
Started the title reign that they currently have.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think they took the SmackDown titles a few weeks later.
Yep. Well, that was the SmackDown titles, and I think it was if I'm not
The
mistaken,
Raw
it was
titles
Viking
got
Raiders.
taken off of.
Yeah, the
Arcade
Raw
Bro
was
then.
Viking Raiders versus Arcade Bro.
So then they took the Raw titles off of Arcade Bro then. All right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that would
All
be
right.
correct.
Thank you
Anyway.
for our stat correction, E-Ray.
There you
Appreciate
go.
that.
A little bit of backtracking from E-Ray, ironically.
It's all right.
Hey,
It's all right.
hey guys. When it matters, when it's correct, gotta be correct.
Back
Anywho.
to the pitch black zone of Uncle Howdy talk.
Oh, there it is.
All
There
the
it is.
spooky talk. I made a specific note about Friday's promo. I felt like I had just smoked a substance with Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson and didn't know what was happening. That's what that segment did to me. It was,
you was
wild.
high.
It was random. Yeah, like that toad stuff they be talking about. That's what I felt was happening as far as what I was ingesting while watching that show. But no, man, it was funny to me. I think it's weird. I don't understand the coming after Bobby Lashley thing. Time will reveal, as the DeBarge brothers said. So I don't know. It's but I'm here for it. The reason I'm intrigued, it's because it's something that I haven't seen before. Haven't seen Bobby Lashley have to deal with the talent like Bray Wyatt. I think when somebody wants to work with Bray, I think it's to kind of challenge their comfort zone in the ring and storyline and stuff. So kudos to Bobby for taking on the task of being in a bout with Bray, just because Bray is Bray and his matches aren't the cleanest and they're more clunky, to say the least, about my brother Bray Wyatt there. So but yeah, what were your thoughts, Dub, on Friday's SmackDown promo?
So like it's weird. So like I am all in on this, and big Bray fan, big Bobby fan, but I still don't know what to think yet. I'm just like, I need to know how this ends. Like if this were a book, I'd be like in the middle of it, like, oh, this is great, but it's like 400 more pages. Let me just read the last page real quick. Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna get back to the rest of it. Like I'm so in on this, but I don't even know what to think. But I'm just like, yeah, I had to see how this ends at least.
The thing is, though, about flipping forward in this book, I feel like it's one of those books that it'll just say in the last page, "Let me in," and then the rest will just be blank pages until you just continue to keep reading it. Or you sit the book aside and then pages just write themselves, like some Page Master stuff. So you never know. With Bray.
E-Ray, were you doing the Muscle Man dance when the segment came on Raw? I feel like you were doing the Muscle Man dance.
Dub. Sometimes when I feel disrespected, I get upset. But you know what overcomes me even more than that? The feeling of camaraderie when my guys just know me. I was absolutely doing the Muscle Man dance.
Yeah.
That is my favorite version of Bray. Do the
Yes.
Muscle Man dance.
Yes.
So good. It's so good. It cracks me up every time. I thought this was so funny. It was so random back in the day. This one, it was less funny, but I get it. I was like, okay. And I guess, and I'm sure you guys were covering it prior, but it was the pivot. And this big pivot here was like, all right, we went from these two guys having a definite feud to, all right, other sections of the possible business that is hurt versus Brock Lesnar. And then, Muscle Man dance versus Bobby Lashley. Okay, I see where we're going here. Let's see how spooky maybe Bobby needs some time off. So he got to get banished to the Shadow Realm by Bray. Like, I don't know, but I'm not mad at it now that it's a little more clear. Because before it was just like
clear. It is.
It's more clear than it was. Before he just, hey,
He was yelling
Brock,
at Bobby and Bray.
Bobby,
Yeah.
Either one of y'all, I will fight to the death.
Whoa.
Me and Uncle Howdy.
With Brock,
And now it's like
Bray
it's
deserves
different.
his comeback, his comeuppance, if you will. With Bobby,
For
it's
sure.
just like he just hates
us 'cause he has
you
muscles.
just don't like muscle niggas, yeah.
No, muscles are not on the menu. He was like, look, I remember my wife used to be talking to RKO. He got muscles. Who else buried me? John Cena. What he got?
Muscles.
Say it with me, guys. Muscles.
Brock Lesnar, muscles.
Muscle. He broke the streak that Bray was supposed to break. Why? Because muscles. This is all I'm saying, guys.
LA Knight slapped me in the
It feels
face.
clear.
Muscles.
Big muscles.
You might be on to something. You might.
So I think that, and he didn't even break out the Muscle Man dance for any of these other guys. He definitely like banished Cena to the Shadow Realm, and we never seen him again until we did. But he came out again as like
Not
some
the
type
same,
of 8-bit character with
Yes.
hair. We was like, what the? That
Not even
doesn't
all
make
his
sense.
hair. And he like
Yeah.
shrunk. They took away his muscle mass.
They took away his muscles. Bray did it. Bray deleted
They
Cena's
shrunk him.
muscles.
They shrunk my guy.
They shrank Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt got amazing powers. He
It
did
is-
them.
From the
He put
producers
John
of
Cena
Honey, I
in the
Shrunk
NWO
Kids.
and then
Howdy,
shrank his
I Shrunk
muscles.
the Kids.
Howdy, I shrunk the muscles.
The tagline is just
Oh my god.
run.
Right.
Yes.
So,
Can you
yeah,
keep
I
the
think-
secret?
So look, that's called long form storytelling because he's been hating men with muscles his whole career.
That's because of Vince, though. That's Vince's fault.
Well, I
All
mean,
Vince.
if you name me a character as in Husky Harris,
Mm.
I'm gonna hate dudes with muscles too.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, niggas is just guilty by association, B. Like, The Miz has been guilty by association in Seth Rollins' eyes with this whole Logan Paul thing for weeks. And the drip guy addressed him yet again with fur
Stomp after stomp.
sunglasses. E-Ray, tell the people what we're talking about here.
For those who did not see, Seth Rollins appeared again on. Was this a Miz TV?
Yes.
Well, I mean, technically, yes, it was because Miz announced his amazing news. No, Maurice is not pregnant yet again. But if she was, couldn't blame him. Hey, man, Miz ain't never lost. What our guys say? Triple B's never lost. Miz never lost. He's announced that Hollywood is his town now. As it's been, Miz is big deal. Miz is the host of WrestleMania Hollywood. And with that,
BA hates it.
John Cena came out.
Not a big
It's
fan.
like Seth Rollins, baby. Seth Rollins came out. Drip Rollins, Drip Seth. And he said, you know what? I know you know Logan Paul. I don't want to hear anything you got to say. Give me your phone. He's like, I'm not calling him. He stomped him out and took his phone. Hater move, by the way. Hater move, Seth. Took his phone and then FaceTime Logan Paul. Logan thought it was The Miz. He's like, stop calling me, bro. And then all he heard was, and he's like, oh, I'm in trouble now. And Seth said, I'm coming to find you. And then by association, The Miz caught another curb stomp. It was insane.
Loved it. Loved every second of it. BA, I know you love the stomps because apparently you're not in with Miz hosting. You're not in?
I just feel like it's low.
He wanted to rock. He
No,
wanted to rock.
I didn't even. I know Dwayne's busy. He's a very busy man.
Dwayne got all the muscles. You
gotta go
better
to the
watch out.
Oscars.
He
He gotta
can't
go to the
come on
Oscars.
this show.
I don't
Bray
want
Wyatt
him.
will hunt him.
All right, exactly.
And Wyatt owe him too. Remember that random thing at Mania?
Yeah, he do.
Ooh.
Yes, he does.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
That man squashed the entire Wyatt family in like 30 seconds.
Rock versus Bray in a Firefly Funhouse match? Sign me up.
Oh, yeah. The things that he could do with it. You seen how he did Cena?
He put Rock back in them tassels. Have him wearing that fanny pack again.
He will put Rock into a stage of young Rock. He's like, what am I doing here? His dad appear.
Do you think Dwayne would ever tolerate a Bray Wyatt feud? I could never see him signing off on that.
He worked with Vin Diesel for 3 movies, so
that's a good point. He's a professional.
3? Was it 3?
2, maybe
2,
3.
and then he branched off 1.
2, he was like, nah, I'm cool.
I guess it was 3. 5, 6, and 8 or 7. I don't remember. I don't know. It's too many Fast and the Furious.
It might have been 4 because wasn't he in 9?
No, definitely not.
Because 9 is when Dom betrayed everybody,
John
right?
Cena. No, that's 8.
That's 8. Okay.
9 is John Cena.
Do we have to create a Fast and the Furious podcast for us? I think we should.
I have been meaning to do
a
rewatch, but I can't stomach it. After 5, I'm out. 8 was okay, but jeez.
For my future endeavor, I've been flirting with that series to watch and make myself sick and want to rip my eyes out, and Hellraiser. I'll tell you which one wins on a coin flip. But back to wrestling. Sorry, audience.
Back to wrestling. I want Bray Wyatt to take The Rock and put him in all his bad movies. He just make him a scorpion again, like the scorpion, all his digitized face. He's like, what the hell am I doing this? I got claws.
Make him into the Tooth Fairy.
Oh my gosh, that was the
whatever weird character he was in Faster that could just get shot and keep walking.
Yeah,
Billy Bob Thornton to be there for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Put him in Doom with Carl Urban. It's a lot. This could be so fun. I know it never happened.
Oi, the fuck is this?
But I think if it ever happened, it could be amazing because they would have not only the legendary horror guy that's writing with Bray right now, but also they would have Brian Gewirtz writing this. So them together could make something hilarious.
Savini's helping Bray with these storylines?
I don't think, not Tom Savini. Somebody else though.
Somebody else in horror? Okay.
Somebody who was creating with it was some things with the Black Mask, Black Phone.
Oh, the guy that made
Black,
we'll talk offline about
whatever.
that. I'm curious about that. But my original point of the host situation, not happy about the Miz, bruh. L.A. Knight is in your roster. The guy's name is L.A. Why isn't he hosting your show? And I think, honestly, and this may be controversial to some, Miz has always been great on the mic, but right now, L.A. got the hot hand. Let that man go. Let him just talk shit for 2 days straight. That's why we love L.A. Knight.
Okay, too.
Just talking shit to everybody. When you the host, you just getting involved in random shit.
But I don't think he's a big enough name for Hollywood. L.A. Knight would be a good. He needs to be there somewhere. Inject him somewhere.
Give him a night. Give him one night.
That's too much. No, that's too much. Give him a big. No, that's too much. Give him a big segment, not a whole night. L.A. Knight can't get a whole night because he's not big enough yet. He's not even in the main. Yeah, picture. He's not even a title picture.
Kofi did say he's only been on the main roster for 2 months. Fair enough. As this incarnation.
He needs to interrupt Miz at some point and just say everything BA just said to get like a spot, like
a segment.
So I've heard Orton's healthy and can come back. He needs to catch the RKO at Mania.
Yeah. Big pop. And then on with the show or something like that. That'd be great.
So Randy coming back for that WrestleMania payday for the show.
Huge pops all over the place for that. I'm trying to think another. Yeah, because I just don't see LA Knight being big enough for like WrestleMania in SoFi.
I get it, man. I'm just like
it just doesn't like he could definitely hype the crowd. He's the guy, like he's basically a much better Baron Corbin that can get the crowd hyped for somebody to beat his ass or somebody to catch him with their special move or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Great.
yeah, if they throw in Austin another M to come do a stunner, LA Knight.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. So much. Yeah.
Do we get a Stone Cold
Yeah,
appearance? He may not wrestle, but do we get
That's
a
what I'm
Stone
saying.
Cold
Like,
appearance at
if
Mania?
they're gonna give him that M to come stunner somebody, LA Knight's perfect.
LA
perfect
Knight is the
candidate.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that would pop the crowd so hard. And LA Knight come out of nowhere as Stone Cold's talking. And
Yeah.
then Stone Cold just sitting there. Oh, what? And all of a sudden, let me tell you something. Yeah. And he's like, oh, you want a drink? What? You want to have a drink with Stone Cold? What? He throw him a beer. He's about to take LA Knight, Stone Cold Steve Austin? Yeah. Then they smack, and then he catches a stunner, flies out the ring with like just ridiculous selling. That is all I need. That would be a fantastic spot. But that's what I'm saying. That's how you get him on there. He can't be the host.
Yeah,
Miz
that's
is
the
so
spot for
likable
him.
and so hateable,
especially
and so
like
Hollywood.
Yeah, especially if you don't put LA Knight in the match, even though they got a lot of card to put together, and they got
But
2
do
days.
they though? They kind of already
I was
said
about
they
to
not
say,
making
do
a
they
strong
really?
card this year. It's not gonna be 30 matches like the years past. They not gonna. I think your matches are already there. They're in the ether already. They just gotta
Absolutely.
solidify them.
It's probably like 10 to 12.
That's all they
Five-
need. Give me
five
6 and
each
6.
night?
6
Yes,
and 6
5 or
each
6
night.
each
five,
night.
5 or 6 each night, and
Yep.
then the
all
one
I
you already
need.
got the big Roman joint. You
Yep.
got Seth and Logan
Yep.
joint. Probably John Cena versus
Theory.
You're gonna have Bianca and Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You gonna have Charlotte and
You got
Rhea.
I'll say Charlotte and Rhea. That's 5.
You got the women's tag match. I'm sure. You know Becky and Lita gonna drop those titles to you know who.
Can
We'll
we
talk about later.
Can we get to that right now?
Well, I was like, you just walked us there.
We
You
need
just
to
walked
do
the
that
dog
right now.
and then took a crap on my
Yeah.
grass.
I was about to
Well,
say
thanks.
diarrhea.
Take that shit up. Where is
We need the
the
shovel
bag?
for this one, E-Ray.
Yeah,
This ain't even pick up a book. Get the shovel.
All right. Do we want to start with
blows out
with the match itself on Raw, or where we think it's going?
You gotta start with the match
All right.
first, and then where
Yeah.
it's going. Because
Putting a title
just
on
depart-
Lita in
Never mind.
2023 is insane, right?
having the title
Kind of.
put on Lita when you have a run out from the person who we really want is insane, right?
I think that's going somewhere else, though. I think we're building towards something else for that.
Lita versus Trish in 2023.
You got Bailey, got nothing to do. Bailey and Trish, man, give Bailey her dream match to wrestle her idol growing up. That's what that's gonna be. One of her idols.
I'm not even gonna say it. It's right there.
Well,
But-
No, I know it. I've been.
It's right there.
But why though?
You know why, and I can't
I'm
say
about
it.
to say, you know why, Dub, and we all know why, and I'm gonna be there for the why. Why it the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, but go on that. Let's talk about the match itself. How much on a scale of 1 to, oh my god, how much did you hate this match, this ending, and put it in swapping the title so close to WrestleMania? I just don't understand. BA, tell me something. Walk me off this ledge, because
It's
ready.
to get us to a different place, man. We gotta walk it. We got some weeks, as we've said last week on the show. We got some building to do still. We got time. So this gives you time to get the belts
Do
off
we
of
though?
Damage Control, get them on the super faces, Lita and
WrestleMania
Becky.
is next month.
I understand that, E-Ray,
It's
but you're about
literally
to.
next month.
We got these
4
women
shows
tag
from
team
now.
titles. We have a tag team that's going around beating the crap out of women. You already know who I'm gonna bring up. They gonna show up.
Some of the Dudley
One of
boys?
them two, either Becky and Lita gonna show up on You fucking wish it was the Dudley Boys. I think we all wish it was the Dudley Boys.
That table.
Oh God, I would pop like crazy. if it was
Wait.
them.
I got you. What if Ronda Rousey and her buddy adopted that persona? Would you like them even more? Drop the Roddy Piper gimmick, because
That's tough,
that-
Ray.
that's dead, no pun intended. I just need something different.
Fair enough. I would have to say I would probably pop for that. I can't even count. If I saw Shayna and Ronda come out with the camouflage gimmicks and
With the glasses.
Yes.
You need the tape.
Glasses.
Shayna with the tape on the glasses.
Shayna and Ronda walking down to the ring with a table in both of their
Oh, my
hands. I would sit down and
Over.
shut up.
Immediately. It's over. I'm so excited.
I'd be here for
And
them
then they got
3D
Shayna
people.
coming out to Ronda's music.
A 3D
What?
is one of the
Well,
moves. I've talked
E-Ray,
to one
let's
of
be
my
real.
brothers.
They
about
ruined
this.
Shayna's music.
Like they did Johnny.
Yes, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Like they did Candace music.
Yep.
Like they. Never mind. Okay. As you were saying, BA.
Yeah, I was saying, what was I saying? God damn it. Ruined my thought process.
Ronda erased your mind.
Right, she
The
got
Howdy
me.
effect.
Yes.
That damn armbar.
Right.
Yes, it did.
I don't care.
The thought
Give
escapes
me the Dudley.
It must not
Give
be
me the
important.
Dudley ladies. The Dud ladies. Dud ladies. I don't know.
Dudleys.
The Dudleys. Dudleys. Dudleys.
Um,
I can't even say that. So stupid.
I mean, it's. I'm not mad because we've brought her up and spoken her back into our wrestling. Thanks, Dub. If we're gonna do something with her,
Do that.
this
Yeah,
is
keep
fine
her.
with me.
And if that means she destroys Becky Lynch and Lita, so fine with
First of all,
Yeah, and I mean,
'Cause-
shoot. I mean, and it wasn't like Lita wrestled last year. It's not like she's been around away from the ring for that.
first of
long.
all, I didn't
So keep that in
speak
mind.
Ronda
Looks like it.
into your guys' wrestling existence. I just reminded
Yes, you did.
y'all that she's around and they don't pull her
Mm.
to lose matches. So just be worried. And y'all was like, oh,
You
I was what? No,
it sounds like plausible deniability that I
I just
object
reminded
to.
y'all that she was
you
around.
candy man that
object.
woman by saying her name 3 times in an episode like 3 or 4 weeks ago. All of a
Literally.
sudden,
Wanted to remind y'all.
on my TV again.
Right. She popped
We don't
up in
need
my,
the reminder.
in my mirror with a Manscaped razor.
That right, that huge
Ah.
jacket
Right.
gave me a
Why
Colombian
is your
necktie.
leather jacket so big? You want to shave that beard? No, Roger.
But I will say,
At least-
before we put a bow on this whole fiasco, the only redeemable thing about this whole thing is if they make it like a triple threat tag match at Mania, because Dakota and Io deserve that spot. I fully believe that.
Facts.
So, and truthfully, if I
That's
were
a good
them,
point.
Dakota and Io would probably eat the pen to keep that Becky and Ronda thing going. Just to kind of keep it out there in the ethos, like, you still never, like, Becky, like, hey, you still never pinned me. Ronda, be like, hey, you still never technically pinned me.
Dub, you playing with
Yeah,
fire,
you just,
my guy.
You just overbooked it.
You playing
You
with
had
fire.
something there.
Yeah, you have to bring in Becky and Ronda interacting with each other.
Right.
That means somebody.
You know who takes that pin?
Mm.
Lita. Like,
Yes,
that's-
and you know Becky and Ronda being in conversations with each other, that gets her closer to that title, Dub, and we don't need that in our wrestling.
at all.
All right.
So,
All right.
mm-mm.
All right.
Because
We don't-
you got to remember, hey, those as we inch closer here, the next big pay-per-view after that, or PLE, I should say, of the big four is going to be SummerSlam, and your boys will more than likely be in the building.
Oh
So
yeah,
if we gotta sit there and watch Ronda versus somebody for that title, and she wins. they might have to. I might not be able to make it out of Detroit alive.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be
Somebody
extra
gonna
mad
catch.
because I can't take smoke breaks in Ford Field, Dub. So what you gonna do, Dub? Who gonna keep me calm, Dub? But I gotta watch that shit. I can't. The concession stands ain't gonna be pumping like
Yeah,
that.
you know how long
Nachos,
weed been
get
legal in
that shit out my
Detroit?
face.
That whole arena gonna smell like weed. What you talking about?
Well, shit. Well, I will be
Yeah,
prepared.
after
man.
that,
Just
all
don't
in a
take it from
collective
me,
sigh.
security.
A collective sigh of
Oh yeah. What?
sadness.
Well, you can find me in the smoking section at Ford Field when that matches on, if it happens. Because boy, I'm gonna be upset.
I'm taking my nacho cheese and pea break, or whatever it is. Like if it's Ronda versus Bianca Belair, I might not be able to handle it. I might lose my shit because if Bianca taps out to the armbar, I am going to snap. Probably your arm.
Especially if it's
for bringing this up.
Especially if it's some good old boy in the crowd talking about how bad Bianca is, how she doesn't deserve it. Oh
I've
yeah,
been there before.
It's gonna
Flashbacks,
be
trauma.
We better get ready. It's gonna be either a handicap match where it's gonna be us three beating the shit out of somebody, or it's gonna be a 3-on-2 or a 3-on-3. But we ready.
I mean, cue up that Kill Bill music.
Oh yeah.
hands. Beating the hell out of somebody.
Oh
like
yeah.
the brothers of destruction. The brothers of destruction.
Oh yeah. Just because it's March now, the nation of discrimination is always in our hearts, people, and don't you forget
We are
it.
the nation. Yeah, I'll say it. The shirts will be printed by then probably. Yeah, you know, it's a thing. So watch your mouth. Watch your mouth if we have to get that terrible match. That is.
Big
Dub,
facts.
do you have any other terrible matches to pre-book to make us think? Or can I open up with something?
No, go ahead, buddy. No, don't worry. I got another one. Go ahead.
No.
About Raw?
Nah,
SmackDown?
I actually don't have another one. I just wanted to put the fear in your heart.
Okay. Ah, yeah, no. I
was
called your
scared.
bluff. I
was
read
scared.
poker face. I was like, he ain't got it. He's like, I got pocket rockets, buddy. You ain't got it. Show your hand up. He's out for.
There's only so many shit matches you can make, I guess, once all the ingredients are gone.
I mean, Dub and Vince, they're like neck and neck. You're hired. But,
Dream come true for me.
I know, right? You're like, you take you're a man after my own heart, BA. Dub, I need you in my writer's room. My son is the worst son there's ever been of sons.
All right, no problem. This
He's
when we
a
write you another
test
match of you
tube,
whooping his
baby.
ass, and then you can have God be his tag partner this time, and you can beat them both.
Yeah. That's good shit. I would love it. But since we're talking about such good shit, I had an epiphany, guys, and I didn't know who else to talk about it with but the fellas. I gotta bring these things to you. A couple months ago, there was a unification match of the illustrious NXT UK title, which Dub knows everything about, all the
Yes, he
prestige,
does.
right?
A lot of prestige there.
Versus, and Tyler Bate, the current holder of that belt at the time, versus the Braun of Breakage. And they had a match. We all have said what the crowd is now realizing. Braun is not ready. For some reason, inexplicably, he wins and unifies the belts. And now Braun is heading into Stand and Deliver. The gremlin faced dog, as A-Dub like to call him. So I just want to do a little bit of I just seen Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania a few weeks ago, or excuse me, a few days ago. So I'm just messing with the timeline here, guys. I had the epiphany. What if I burned Braun Breaker out of time? What if Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate went the way that it should have went prior to Vince McMahon's like super push involvement? And Tyler Bate unifies the belts, pushes Braun Breaker back down to him to develop, and he's now in the space that I would say
losing the big body Javi.
No. Well, I'm not doing him like that. I'm going to make sure that he still has a prominent space, but he would be more so in the same realm of a Dijak, like beating people up, but not in a title per se, or he would have been challenging for the North American title. However that wants to go, sure. But with that said, instead you're swapping these guys out. So now you've had, instead of having these lackluster Braun Breaker matches week in, week out, PLE in, PLE out, you then have Tyler Bate putting on fantastic match after match, 5-star bangers with the people. Him and Big Head McDonough, fire. Him and Dragunov, fire. Like, my gosh. Him and whoever's at, he probably could get a good match out of Von Wagner. Yo, it's E-Ray, the quasi bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the side god of pod, and I'm here to tell y'all, come check out my show, Binge Flicks and Chill. You never know what you're gonna get, but we always talking some good shit when it comes to television and the latest movies. So we want to bring y'all in. We want to make sure you have a good time. You learn something, you laugh, you cry, you might stab a nigga or two. I don't know what you're gonna get, but that shit is popping. So come check out Binge Flicks and Chill. And it's me, E-Ray, and I'm out.
Don't push it, E-Ray. Let's take it easy.
Oh, okay.
Let's chill.
I'll rewind it a little bit, just a little bit. But you get my point. Him taking on these matches, having these big match moments, him and Apollo Crews. So just think about all the people that Braun Breaker beat, and we were like, huh? And we're booking everybody to beat him. Having Tyler Bate going against these people, and it's like, oh, this is just great matches. It could go either way. And then he built up all this steam for the blow off to be at Stand and Deliver 2023. Tyler Bate, the NXT champion, versus him Jones himself, Carmelo Hayes. And that is what we would be looking forward to early Saturday at Stand and Deliver. Can you imagine how different this feels? Like, because right now we're just like, please God, it's inevitable, but he's got to win, right? Question mark? Like Ron Burgundy?
That's like the biggest question mark of Mania weekend right now. Like,
second biggest. Because the first one is like, Cody, he's got to win, right? But both of them feels that way, but for different reasons. But follow me here. I'm just saying Tyler Bate versus Carmelo Hayes is, oh my gosh, the match that they had.
It was
Tuesday.
unreal. It was unreal.
But you would get that at a bigger stage, and it feels validated. And it's like, either way, the crowd is happy. Whether he takes the pin, and now we got a new champion over a big baby face, incredible. Or he comes up short and they have to rematch it for some reason, but it's still an excellent match. It feels so much better than us booking our guy against Braun Breaker as like, if he wins, it's like, oh, he should win. But if he loses, it's like, I've had enough of this. So it's just one of those things where I can't. And even the match versus Grayson Waller would have been a lot more entertaining. So all of these things could have been better if they would have put their money on Tyler Bate instead of lucky number 11 Juicehead, number 5 the breaketh of Braun. I just don't understand. So that's all. I just had to go Vic E-Ray the Conqueror and give y'all some revisionist history of what we could have been looking at a separate timeline. Somewhere in a different timeline.
Upset when Braun Breaker's on that main event beat Montez Ford.
Earth 618.
Oh yeah, like at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah.
You said what?
I said he's gonna be real upset when Braun Breaker's in the main event beating Montez Ford for championships.
Yeah, you know that's coming.
Told you I had one.
You know Montez gonna have to lay down.
Told you I had one in the clip.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
that one hurt.
probably because if we're I mean, I don't want to backtrack, but
I broke him.
Is Dawkins not going to ever win? Is he always going to take the pin? Because I am furious.
They are protecting
like, he just
Montez.
Taking pin after pin after pin after pin after pin after.
The same way D'Lo Brown took all the pins when he was in a tag team with Mark Henry.
Good point,
I mean,
Dub.
They didn't know what they had with Mark Henry yet.
Sense.
But they were like, no, we got something special with Mark. We don't know what it is yet because he's still developing. So when you guys lose, D'Lo, you're taking the pin.
But if I seen Mark Henry taking a pin, 400 pounds, the strongest man, that would be very odd. If I see Montez, like if you want to build a baby face, Montez can take a pin over some cheap stuff and something cheap happen. But Dawkins is just getting stomped out, getting just racially profiled and abused every week. And I'm sick of it because his work has been phenomenal and he's done such a good job. I just need a little bit more creativity in that spot. But that's all I wanted to say about that. Regardless of such, that just every week I'm just taking a Dawkins counter. I think I'm gonna just start like our guys at What Culture Wrestling does with like the pin roll ups and stuff. Like at least roll them up. Dawkins ain't been rolled up. He's just been sacrificed. Everybody getting a special off on him.
Multiple specials.
Yeah, it was like, he's not kicking out of that. He's dead. He caught a Samoan spike, and I think he went back in time himself. Yes, sir, massa, boss. I feel good. I had that pie. I want some pie. It was crazy, but regardless, that's just my thoughts on that. But getting back to NXT. What a night of wrestling, guys. I know so many people hate, but what was that was that Jay-Z line? Some people hate it.
Yeah, I see where you're going there.
I don't understand. I don't understand because you got that match alone, the main event was incredible. But you
agreed on a random Tuesday night.
Right, and you also gave me Miko Satomura, the final boss, versus Zoe Stark.
I'm telling you, man. When they book people against Miko Satomura, they know like, oh, that means I got 2 weeks off of work after this.
I'm dead.
That shit look painful. Zoe works stiff too. Like you're like, yo, Zoe works stiff too, but it don't like it hurt like that.
I might have to go back on and watch that match. Also, not to mention, we had your girl
back,
Elektra Lopez, getting her soul snatched. So I don't know if she's back.
She did.
She might say my back. My back.
She got her soul snatched times two because her girl clocked her ass. Elektra got some problems, though. What's going on? Paradise, man. What's happening with her?
Don't worry.
No more legato.
She don't got the fam protecting her no more,
together.
man.
Don't worry. But I was talking about my other girl. Other girl back. GG.
With a fiery promo.
Yeah, a lot of emotion in that promo.
Okay,
Man.
let's break that
ready.
one down. BA, how did you feel about that promo? Because we have been very clear on air talking about the leaping, the lapping from JC James.
Y'all been pooping on my girl.
Whoa,
weaving.
Whoa.
You two.
Look at this turncoat.
You two motherfuckers.
The man that white women made. Of course. Should have known.
Don't be saying that on this show.
First of all, that was all E.
Trying to get
That
me
was
knocked.
all E.
Try to give me nuts. Oh, anyway.
Kanye shrugged.
That was all E.
Right, for real.
It's not Black
Right.
History Month no more, nigga.
Oh, Chris Paul burned it at the steak ass. Anyway.
Cock punch Chris Paul.
BA was made by white women. Good night, y'all. Oh, all jokes aside, listen.
Most jokes. Mostly jokes.
All jokes.
Several jokes. Mostly truth, but
38.7%
Gigi,
jokes, yes.
Oh, y'all tripping.
33 and a third percent joke.
Take this out, Lo. Take this out. No. When it comes to Gigi, I've had no choice but to agree with you, gentlemen, because what we've seen has been facts. She's been pretty much like the more needing of work of the two, as far as JC versus Gigi. I think Gigi finally stepped out of her microphone shell a little bit more yesterday. I think somebody told her, just be emotional. What if somebody real life kicked you in the face? What would you do? And I think she took all that energy and walked right out there, right? Cry faces and everything. She was selling all of that. But biggest thing I'll say just that I took from this promo, from promos past, it just had emotion. It seemed real, more realest thing she's done. She does need to slow down a little bit. She got a little too hype at the end, but overall, it's progress, and that's all we can ask from our wrestlers. And
That's why I think it was like more real than people were expecting, because she got too hype at the end. She kept alluding to like people I trust beating me down. I'm like,
My mom was on crack. Whoa.
hey,
Relax,
I was glad she was talking just about her mom and not about somebody that was skateboarding on another wrestling show. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And that promo was real uncomfortable. I mean, granted, it was uncomfortable. You said her mom, but I was like, this is getting real uncomfortable, guys.
Right.
Okay.
yo,
Coffee. Mic drop. Woo, that was
there you have it.
that was entertainment. I would
100%.
say the lines were blurred. I thought it did a really good job of establishing kind of that babyface heat, that kind of that fire, I should say, not heat but fire. Similar but opposing to that of how they treated Lacey Evans. I was like, the 4 iterations ago. I know you guys are like, wait,
Oh, the Southern Belle.
yes, yeah. No, not that one. Before, like, ahead of that one, but before the last two. Not Sergeant Slaughter, Lacey.
She
but
got more
not
variants
the
than
one where
Kane.
she was like,
Is this
Facts.
pre or post controversial autism comments? I'm assuming pre.
Yeah, it's like,
okay. I think I know where we're at.
Is this
Immortus
Lacey, or is it
Lacey.
Sylvie, or is it
yeah.
Loki, or is it the one that remains? I'm confused.
yeah. It's the Lacey that remains.
She's got more different versions of herself than Spider-Man
Yeah,
in the
right.
Spideyverse.
You
It's out
little
of control.
nasty. And then she was like, camel clutch.
It could be like Eddie Murphy in Nutty Professor having dinner with the Clumps. All of Lacey
Yeah.
Evans
Oh, God.
iterations at a dinner table.
Right. Hercules. Yes. I felt like, I think y'all remember when they were doing the vignettes of Lacey Evans, and she's like, I've been hurt all my life, and my mom and somebody smoked some pipes in the backyard, and they died, and before they could see my first match, it was like, what is happening here? I'm confused. This what that felt like, but if done right. And it's like, okay, she came out with fire. She hasn't been talking. She came out the crowd the week before to Dub's approval. This week, she came right out of there and she said, I am sick. This will be the last time you hear this terrible music. Toxic Attraction. They are deading that for real, for real. She said, y'all thought I was the weakest member. All the stuff. She was letting it go. And I'm like, okay. Then she all of a sudden started talking about me and my brother. And I was like, oh, okay. Run away from home. And I'm like, oh, okay. And all that came back pretty well ended with some fire to it. I'm always waiting. She had a little bit of the Dominic, like a little shaky, had a little wobbly legs, but she stood up on her own, like a proud deer. She got them legs together, and I was like, okay, that was pretty good. I mean, I'll still have to wait for how it goes from here because I mean, it is absolutely all about the finish, but realistically, the law of diminishing returns exists. So you can't have this hyped level of emotion consistently and nail it without like, okay, all right, she just had a rough life. At some point, you just like, okay, this ain't doing it for me. So that's my only thing is, how does she take this newfound momentum and energy and like ride it and not make it corny, which is always hard for baby faces. Baby faces struggle to just
ask Roxanne
connect.
Perez.
Hey, I mean, great transition because she was on commentary and I think they asked her, it was like Book heard what we said. Hey, I done heard what y'all done said. And then Roxanne Perez sitting at the table tonight with a shucky ducky quack moment of the week. And I was like, okay. And he asked her flat out, like, how has winning the championship changed you? And she stated, I mean, I sleep with this thing. Which I was like, okay, that's interesting. But okay, continue. and then she went on to say, I am no longer just happy to be here. I am a champion. I'm not starstruck. And I was like, they're hearing what we're saying. And I think that's the most important thing because we are the most influential wrestling pod of all time. So, guys, why would they not? You know what I mean? They have to mention, or they have to hear at least, what we've been saying. And what we've been saying is stop looking like you're just happy to be here. You're the champion.
So,
you gotta give her something. You gotta give her something.
Let me ask you guys this. After Roadblock next week, Tiffany Stratton has put her eyes on the prize and said that championship's coming home with me. Is she ready?
To lose? Absolutely.
No. I got some thoughts.
Oh, the man made by white women.
Oh, right. Where's that cape coming from? That shit is flowing.
Y'all
got a fan
some
in
wild
your
boys. See, now I don't even want to say what I was gonna say.
Oh,
you
no.
got it.
I'm sitting.
You got it.
I'm sitting
the
down.
floor
Y'all
is yours.
Here's your microphone. I'm sitting down.
Dub. ISO. Clear out.
Top down flex. ISO.
Right.
No.
About to throw it right down to BA.
calling
Let him
time
work.
out.
Let him cook.
Calling time out.
Let BA cook in the paint. There you go, BA. Clear out. We got you.
I was just
got
gonna
rebound.
say, Tiffany Stratton, since she's come back, she's showing she deserves to be in the discussion of as far as like challengers to that title. She's been presented to be very strong. The way she kind of like her presentation, the way Booker T was acting when she came out, to the point where Vic was like, Booker T, your wife's gonna see this. He was like, I don't even care, Vic. This is incredible. I was like, Booker T
you know, I've been married 7 times to one woman, but that ain't about what it's about. What it's about is Tiffany Stratton is devilish Stratisfaction 2.0.
B understands Booker
Split
T.
this shit
on
over
another
for
level.
me.
Right.
Booker T need to just have me come on Reality or Wrestling one time for the one time. We can have some good conversation.
And both of y'all just curl y'all mustaches and shucky.
Watching Isla Dawn and Nikita matches.
Island Dawn. I think she just put a spell on me. Book. Oh Lord, I can't even stand up. You don't want me to. Oh Lord. But I say all that to say, all kidding aside, I think Tiffany Stratton is a couple matches away from being a serious contender in that circle of Roxanne's foes outside of Cora Jade and Final Boss. And
Okay,
Zoe
I like
Stark.
that's Roxanne Perez's rogues gallery of challengers. I like it. But do you see her winning? Is what I said.
Nah, she deserves to be in the space, but she ain't ready for the strap yet.
Yeah, she's ready to lose. To
You
lose.
see?
Yep. Euro step.
Oh god.
It's just what it is. Like I said before, she's ready to lose, and I think she's a great challenger. They've been doing things with her as NXT continues to prove to us, dog, don't drive there. Go get an Uber and just
Man.
appear.
To the point where
I would never walk. I swear that they treat the NXT parking lot like it's Crenshaw or like some type of
Chicago.
terrifying.
It's Fallujah.
and shout out to Tiffany Stratton for telling somebody, it was either Mackenzie or somebody that was coming to run. I think it might have been Katana.
Kaden Carter and Katana Chance.
Telling them like everybody knows you don't go in the
Stay out of the
NXT
NXT parking lot. Duh.
Like-
I was like, thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. You've been saying it for months.
I think
We've been
at that
saying
point, I
it for a
think VA
year
had a
now.
Tiffany epiphany. He's like, oh, you're right.
She gets it. Oh,
He loved it. But yeah, they took out Wendy Chu, the latest of victims to fall
she going on
to
vacation.
the NXT parking lot. So, man, and Tiffany, it may become a homicide detective. Apparently, I don't know.
Sign me up for that.
Law and
too.
Order.
I'm in.
NXT.
Right, Law and Order NXT.
Bring back the fashion files.
Dum, dum.
Do, 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 do. Wow. Written by Shawn Michaels and Dick Wolf.
What was Matt Bloom's name as the Asian gimmick he did?
Lord Tensai.
We'll talk about it a few. Yes, written by Shawn Michaels and Lord Tensai.
Not Sweet Tea.
No. Oh yeah, Sweet Tea. Yo, I forgot about that.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my God. Law and Order NXT. I think that might be the title of this episode. Got me there.
Booker
That
T
was
playing
great.
Ice-T's character.
Right. Hey y'all, you know I got a son. That son always doing stuff. Right there.
I'm gonna say it already. Every case, I'm gonna blame Island Dawn just because she's got the black
Witchcraft.
magic. Oh Lord, I don't know what it do, but it's not good.
What are you talking about, Book?
It's
Shuck it, duck it,
duck
quack, quack. Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack.
You know the vibes, Dub.
It's about checks and championships.
Right.
It's Tuesday night.
Listen here, Vic. Right. It's Tuesday night. You know what's going down. It's a homicide in the NXT parking lot. Man, I love it. Book it. Somebody write this. We write this. We gonna sell
They
this.
do enough
This
skits
could be.
backstage. They can definitely make this a
know.
skit. They do enough.
Don't even look. Don't even put it on air. Just put this online. Let this live online.
digital
This
exclusive,
would be
man.
hilarious.
Get this- if y'all doing that maximum male model shit, y'all can do this too.
Which I also love, by the way. I'm
I-
sorry. They got
yeah.
me. They got me.
E-Ray's guilty pleasure. And
Oh,
Dub, I'm
tease?
not into it. I don't
Okay,
pop for it.
you
Like,
got me. It gets me. Oh
it
man,
don't get me. It's
maximum
stupid to
male
me.
models. Anywho, guys, I do have to ask, what do you think about these last two things for NXT? Which one you want to cover first? Mafia Justice or the North American John Cena Championship Open Challenge Part 7.
I want to talk about the upcoming Steven Seagal movie, Mafia Justice 35. I'm so ready.
Man, that's
So ready for
I
that.
have feels of a what are the cinematic matches they were doing. I have a feeling it's gonna be in that route just because of the name of it. Like they gonna be in some restaurant or something.
The exit wounds hard, hard to kill exit wounds prison match challenge.
R.I.P.
Ain't that what it called?
Yes.
Oh man, that exit wound.
License to kill.
That's what I'm saying. It has to
on
be
deadly ground.
It cannot be in an NXT ring. Is all I'm saying. That match has to be
Wait,
happening.
wait, can Dante Chen show up as Dijak's silent partner who knows martial arts?
They'll just throw
only if
Axiom
Gary
next to him.
Busey can show up as a cook. Oh, what? just
went
crazy.
all the way into this.
Here comes
with
Booker
the crazy eyes.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey's giving people like speeches about how nitrates are the real like undercover killer in this country. Do you know nitrates are in everything? Hot dogs, hamburgers, pancakes, waffles. And then Booker T's just like, tell him, Gary, tell him. Preach, Barry, preach. I'm sorry. I'm just going off the rails. Somebody need to hire us, man. We are writers. We got all these ideas. I had nowhere to put them but on this podcast. Help me. Help.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
The Gary Busey Chronicle. My God, I need all these. This is what happens when WWE goes Hollywood. We just name it every person we can think of, like Steven Seagal, Hard Justice,
We
Hard
could probably
to Kill,
seriously get Jake
Deadly
Busey.
Ground Match 65.
I don't know about Gary. We get
Jake
his son
Busey.
Jake. We could definitely get his son Jake.
Hey, shout out to Jake Busey. I love.
Troopers.
Damn, okay. Yes. Dub gets me. He gets me.
Casper Van Dyne.
Rico's
Hell
Roughnecks. That's right.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Rico's
talking.
Roughnecks.
That's gonna be my new. Oh man, E-Ray's Roughnecks. That's my new. That's what I'm calling y'all from now on when we go to Detroit. Like,
Facts.
we are the Roughnecks. E-Ray's Roughnecks. And then we're like, yeah.
What you say about Bianca Belair, motherfucker?
hands. And just beating people profusely. Yes, I love all this stuff. But again, we're now diving into Mafia Justice. So there has been brewing contentment between what is his name? Papa Diddley Joe?
Tony D.
Tony
The
D.
boss.
Tony D. Oregano versus Dijakovic, or White Blade, as I like to call him.
Cobra.
Yeah, I just enjoy it. The amount of dye that is used on Dijak's beard is insanely amazing. Like, it's
So
scary.
much.
It's like, it's not even like just for man color. It's like shoe polish.
Yes.
It's like racially charged blackface type beard dye. He's just slathering on his
Correct.
face. And I was like, this is intense. I love it. You feel like every bad guy from every movie.
What
in
color
the
of dye
90s.
do you need for your
that
beard,
was
Dijak?
not-
I need absence of light black.
Black. All black. All right, man. Jeez Louise. It'll be
I
in your
need
locker.
Wakanda black. Okay.
Whoa. I know you just saw Wakanda Forever, Dijak, but you can't be saying that
Right.
in this locker room. sir.
T'Challa black. Like, oh, okay. well, there's
You
there.
can't say
Okay.
T'Challa
Thanks.
in that light, sir. No.
You're right, not evil
What,
enough.
like-
I need Killmonger black.
Yeah, it's intense. And then Tony D, he's now off the crutches. Dimes, 2 stacks, 4 nickels is still with him. And they're having a exit wounds underground hard to kill match. What do you think? And I believe this is a roadblock,
Yeah,
correct?
next week at Roadblock.
Tuesday.
It's a jailhouse street
Okay.
fight. It's essentially a coffin match, but instead of a coffin, you have to lock your opponent in a cage after you incapacitate him.
Oh yeah.
Thank God they didn't put any black person in this.
Right? Oh
Right?
yeah.
I'm just.
You're right. You 100%
Sometimes you gotta
right.
thank God for
Yes.
small favors. But
Yeah, this could have been Wesley, so that is a good point. This could have been Wesley. We'd be having a whole different
Right.
discussion right now.
we know you've been here before, but they're like, whoa, what is happening? Like, I don't like any of this. This is very, like, I've seen The Sopranos. I know how y'all talking about that.
Oh yeah.
I don't like it.
Mm-mm.
Right. But any predictions for this match or any excitement for it? Because the last time we seen White Blade, his he didn't forget his sword, but he definitely forgot
White
his
Blade
finger.
not taking two.
Oh!
White Blade not taking
think he got
back-to-back
his hand,
losses
like-
on PLEs. I think first he's going.
He got a hand, robotic hand put
He's gonna
in.
throw 4 dimes in there first, lock him in there, and then proceed to beat the shit out of Tony D, and then end up locking them both in there to put this whole feud to bed, so that Dijak can feud with him after Stand and Deliver.
Think so?
Immediately. Interesting.
I can't see him going back after the North American title, because I feel like Wesley's going to be having
or does
open
he?
challenges
And then
until he
win.
loses that, which
would be a perfect time to lose it, because they keep saying it like, man, he can't be 100%. He's having these matches every week, and that's
Stupid.
how they're gonna have Dijak go ahead and pull it off of him. But because we're fusing the timelines here, guys, let's stick with the Tony D Slamma Jamma prison guard match. BA.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it here now. I am gonna go out on a limb and say that is gonna be my match of the night next Tuesday, just because of how ridiculous it's gonna be, and I'm here for the ridiculousness. So my personal match of the night will be this match. I think just because of just the shenanigans that are gonna unfold.
I mean, look, I'll keep it real with you. As WWE gets closer and closer to Hollywood, if he doesn't slam that cage on him, and it's already a celly in there, and it ends up Johnny Depp's character from Crybaby, and he's please, Mr. Jailer, don't you let your man out
This
of
man just
me.
referenced Crybaby on a wrestling podcast. I love it.
If that doesn't happen, I'm disappointed. So that can't possibly be my match of the night, because Johnny Depp is now British somehow from Kansas or somewhere.
He's not even Johnny Depp anymore. He's like a symbol, like Prince was.
No, he's just Jack Sparrow forever.
Facts. He did essentially turn into Jack Sparrow, but that's a whole nother podcast for sure.
he's got to get locked up, and Andy
Yeah,
Dufresne has got to
man.
be in there waiting for him or something.
There you go.
with a
Facts.
spoon. That's more likely.
You ready to start
That's what
digging?
Wait. What if they close the door and Michael Clark Duncan was in
Oh my God, the Green Mile! Oh no!
Hey,
Hold
Mr.
my hand.
Kaufman. Get off of me!
Dijak's all his whole hands is gonna turn into that middle finger from a couple of weeks ago.
R.I.P. to Michael Clark Duncan.
Yes, rest in
Yes.
peace. But Dijak's hands gonna look like something Pennywise created in an It Nightmare for sure. Grab my hand. Oh.
Take my good hand.
I have so many scenarios of how this could end up. I don't care. Like, that's how much I don't care about this match. I just want to see random people who have played in a jail movie appear as the Celly. If that doesn't happen, like, shit, put Carlton in there.
Yeah.
And that weird, crazy dude, as soon as they close the door, 2 dimes just look like, what the hell are you? And the dude's like, you ever wonder what makes your skin stay?
Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
Oh God!
Push the lotion on the skin.
It gets the hose again.
It puts the Parmesan on the salad. More cheese.
Stacks comes out of nowhere. Hey, nobody
say when.
Nobody gives the hose to the Dawn. What are you talking about?
Oh my god. Can you imagine if they had unlimited soup and breadsticks in prison?
That's definitely Tony D's like white collar prison for sure.
That's
like
what I'm
Goodfellas.
imagining. Yeah.
That's how like Goodfellas, man.
They close the prison door, and then the camera just flips, and Tony's in the Olive Garden.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Stacks is already there. They re-signed 2 dimes. Hey, boss, you're here. Your family.
Yep.
Right.
And when you're here, your family.
And then Vin Diesel pops out the tape. Family.
Somebody say family.
Oh my god.
I got gold crosses for everybody. It's sleeveless Under Armour shirts.
And Victor Newman is the chef in the kitchen.
I hate you. Well, guys, this is
This is why it's gonna be my match of the night, people. This is why. So many possibilities. So
This is
many
why it can't
activities.
be my
as the
match of the
stepbrother
night.
said.
it's definitely my prediction of the night, because it's amazing how many things that could possibly happen. But soon as none of this happens and it's just wrestling, I'm gonna be so disappointed. I might just
angry.
turn it off. All right,
Angry.
next. And you're right, so I'm gonna be furious. But now that we've completely broken that down and broke down ourselves, can we get to the last of them? Yeah, the last of us as champions, apparently. Wes Lee versus whoever appears from
Whoever
the back.
can make it.
Just anybody.
Nathan,
Whoever.
that
Hank
whole
Walker.
sequence was ridiculous.
I liked it. I
shout
liked
out-
it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna pull a side plot that came out of this. I love that Axiom is like mean now. Axiom was laying in some stiff shit against Hank Williams because of that little scrum that happened.
Yes, but then at the end, he's like, yeah, man. And I kind of like he somehow Axiom became part of the Brawling Brutes. Like
He's growing on me,
gives
man.
He gives him a Glasgow kiss to
growing.
celebrate. Hank Walker's like, dude, you just beat me. Do you headbutt me in the thigh for like what? What is the purpose of this? But I did enjoy it, so I'm not mad at that. I thought the brawl to get it out fine, because it ended up being Nathan Frazier. And then when they said Seth Rollins was Nathan Frazier's mentor, I was like, I immediately could see it. I was like, oh, somehow I never put that connection together, but
Yeah,
now
I think
see
Frazier was one
That's
of like
impressive.
Seth's first kids to graduate from the Black and Bold school, and then he went straight back across the pond
it. So
to NXT UK. What? That's the name of his. That's the name of his wrestling school.
I didn't
say
know.
nothing. I didn't say
I
anything.
didn't know that was the name of his wrestling school. I saw E-Ray on our camera and I started chuckling. That's all.
I didn't say anything.
Excuse my
But-
immaturity.
No need to even. Let's just gloss over that. Black is beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Whatever school.
Black and Brave
Great
Wrestling
job.
Academy, not Black and Bold.
Right, that's a category on
Not
Stars last month.
Or page 37, E-Ray.
Now elevating Black Voices Academy from Seth Rollins. What? First graduate Nathan Frazier. What is happening? But
God.
guys, to this Wesley challenge every week, how do y'all see this turning out? Because to me, I hate it. It feels like, okay, it's a good way to get a wrestler wrestling, but it feels meaningless because I don't know. It feels like they don't have anything to do. And I'm not a guy, again, and I'll get there, so I'm not even going to say those letters, but it feels very familiar in a way that I do not enjoy.
I said last week, I don't think
Yeah,
they have
'cause-
anything for West to do. I really don't. They're like, we got something here. We have no clue what it is, but we also left this belt on them, so we can't keep him off TV. I see him losing one of these challenges to like a returning heel.
To Von Wagner.
Oh God.
Oh.
God.
That's worse. The Ronda stuff, E-Ray.
That would, no, it's not. But
He stopped you dead in your tracks.
Yo.
Said, no, it's not.
He came in front of me, was like, BA, chill. No. You need to relax.
All right. But that would be by far the worst of the champions to ever hold the North American belt. So far, it is still the most prestigious belt in probably all of WWE.
Still the best book belt.
But still. And it has the best lineage of champions that feel deserving. But with that said, he would definitely bring it down a notch or 7. But regardless, it feels like Wesley has nothing to do. His only consistent matchup is with old girl in the back. And I'll see you later, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm out. And then that's it. And then he comes to the ring. I was like, that's the only consistency. Everything else is like other people are getting storylines built off of coming out to try to challenge him.
That's what I'm saying.
With each other. It's like, it's very interesting.
It's a tunnel to just other stuff. So I don't know what. I mean, does he have a match next Tuesday?
No.
Or no?
Yeah, with
I mean, yeah, if he does another challenge, yeah.
They better not. That's whack, man. Was this like the 5th straight challenge if he does it again?
I think it's a every week thing.
Bruh.
That's why I said I think he's gonna
that's
lose
lazy.
it to like some returning heel. Like you're gonna get a couple of babyface matchups, but then like a heel we haven't seen in a while returns and takes that belt off of him.
Like
I'm gonna say something y'all may not agree with.
Grayson
like,
Waller is busy. Roddy isn't a heel.
And they can make him a heel again real quick.
I will say this: it's all lazy. Period. Like, there's too much talent. There's too many segments. There's too much nonsense happening on that show for them to not find him a spot or somebody to feud with.
Cut 10
or
minutes.
a debuting Jay White, maybe. I don't know.
E-Ray don't care about.
What did I say, VA? Once a week, we are getting Jay White on the spot once a week.
Who?
If he shows up on NXT, bro, I don't think we got enough time in the day to see the Twitter reactions melt the internet.
The Switchblade era is upon us.
People gonna be upset he's starting in NXT.
I don't need great value Finn Balor to get excited.
Damn.
It's just not.
Wow.
Like I don't need that government cheese that don't melt. Give me the real. Give me that Sergeant.
This man called him block cheese. The fake shit.
But I'm
can't even
just saying,
cut block cheese with a switchblade.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my God, Dub just he rubbed the salt in it on that one.
You just can't. You throw in the pot and just stay in place. What is it? And that's what you look at. What is this? This don't matter. This ain't melting in my NXT. This is just sitting on top.
E-Ray,
feels weird.
I will ask you this: if we do get a Jay White appearance in WWE, will you go back and watch? Like, if Dub says his best match in New Japan or AEW, will you go back and watch it just to see?
No.
No.
I don't care. This is one of those times. This is a rare time where you can absolutely Twitter call me a e-drone or whatever you want to call. I ain't going back to watch that shit. I don't care. You can't make me. I'm a grown man. I'd rather watch a cage match. So I've seen Jay White, and I wasn't like, oh, okay. It just didn't do it for me then. It still ain't doing it for me now. Like, it's kind of like people keep trying to force Juice Robinson on me. Like, no. Get it out of here.
Robinson
I don't want
it. His entire NXT run. He was mid his whole Impact run. And like he
just saying, I seen a tweet today where somebody said, "Oh my gosh, if WWE signs the best Bullet Club member, I'm gonna go crazy." Somebody quote tweeted and said, "Who's gonna tell them?"
He already did for
the
6 years
best
ago.
Bullet Club member has been signed several years ago, and that could be several people, and it still wouldn't be him. So it doesn't matter. Bottom line is, I'd accept it because it's something new, But I just don't have this love affair that you and the beards of neck have with this guy. It just it's not for me. Until I see him do something interesting. I didn't care for his mic work. I thought Zack Sabre Jr. jumped off the mic in that other company, and I feel like Jay White was there, and he did not. He felt just like a king of the Steves, like just any other person, and I was not impressed. And I was like, oh, this is Finn Balor mixed with Pac, but not good. Like I don't. Why do I care? It didn't do it for me. I'm open to being changed. I'm open for him to come in WWE and pull
and take that NXT title off of him. Is that what you want to see happen?
No, absolutely not. But I'd watch it to see, like, I mean, if they're gonna do something. But I don't think it's ever a good time to just hot shot anybody straight to the top. You got to build the story, whether it's a heel or face.
We're not talking about just anybody. We're talking about King Switch.
I mean, he coming on NXT. It's not like he throwing him on Raw or something. I agree with you there, but NXT is the place to make your name and all that stuff. If that's what.
Yeah, if they were to debut Switch on NXT, top of the card immediately.
Got to be.
And that would be a wrong move because, again,
squashing your boy Brian. You should love this. He gets your boy out of here. Get him up to the main roster. But still,
if he beat Braun, I would pop.
He beat off your TV on Tuesday.
If he beat Braun, I would pop. But that's the thing. Stand to Deliver is made for him, not Braun. So the only way you can hot shot there. Now, if he comes in and faces Dragunov and Big Head McDonough and all them people, I'm with it. Because then he'll actually build some light. He don't have to be at the bottom of the card. I'm not saying that. But debut him and go against Dijak, go against those people to make him feel like somebody. But again, we're talking about something that's not even happening. So this is a waste of time. Much like AEW Quick Hits, guys. We have arrived at another episode of AEW Quick Hits. And for this week, it looks like they are challenging for the Sonic Ring of Power. We watched AEW and Willie Hobbs won the Sonic Ring. He absorbed it into his body. He turned into Supersonic. He is now going to face Dr. Robotnik.
He got all the emeralds.
Supersonic is upon us. Super Willie Hobbs. And Jericho cooled down Ricky Stark some more. That is it. All I have for AEW Quick Hits. And back to you guys.
Hey, random question, since I know you guys are my AEW experts here. Have we seen Adam Cole at all since he announced that he's back, or no?
He announced the announcement last week with Tony. The reality show. Cole was involved with.
Okay, has he done anything in a wrestling ring or on a microphone since he said he's still alive?
Besides the announcement?
I'm going to be quiet on that one.
I was just wondering. I'm just wondering because, you know, they're cooling down Ricky Starks. It feels like Revolution is taking forever for us to get here. I'm like...
It's literally this weekend, I believe.
Oh, shit, is it?
March 6th. March 6th, guys.
Has Tony done enough to get us to watch?
Excuse me, next weekend. Tune in next week for that answer, folks, because I don't think so right now. Tune in next week. I
love wrestling. This weekend, March 6th?
No.
Is that this weekend?
It's next weekend. I'm sorry. Is it this weekend?
Okay.
No, it is this weekend.
I'm pretty sure it's this weekend.
Friday's the 3rd,
that's how weekends
Saturday
work.
the 4th, Sunday the 5th. Yeah, we here.
Yeah. Somewhere around there. Whatever.
Something like that.
We're close enough.
He's still doing Sunday pay-per-views? That is so 2020 and earlier. Ugh.
I agree. And it's going to be 6 hours long. Luckily, I'm off on Monday. But if I wasn't, Tony, I'd be in your mentions. All in your... Like, why? Why? I like to go to sleep.
Never mind.
Oh, he tripping.
I'll say this. my weekend is pretty open. I got nothing to do but play with my
Switch?
that was gonna sound wild.
Switch
Either
blade?
way,
King Switch?
there was nothing good that was coming to that. I'm gonna say I had housewarming gifts arrive at my home. I will be installing those. Shout out to BA DiBiase. Everybody's got a price. He paid mine, so now I am Black White Virgil.
I'm gonna put you to work when I
now.
come to Dallas. No, I'm just
In Dallas, this is in the South. That feels even more racially charged than normal. But I am going to do that. I'm going to play with my Switch, which was the only Switch that I care about, and then I will probably watch AEW Revolutionary War 17 or whatever that's just called. I'm gonna check it out. I have nothing else to do, and as we all know, I will find a methodology to enjoy it.
by paying, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what he said.
Teacher report.
Because technically, if he says it and I don't, it's technically
That's
not.
what's happening because we
Yeah.
pay for all of our things and support all of our
Absolutely.
wrestling companies the way they should
For
be supported.
sure. That is
legally.
exactly what we do. And you know what? We support them like Manscaped supports us.
Yes,
Guys.
yes.
If I haven't told you before, I'm going to tell you again. This is the time for giving. And who better to give to but yourself? Come on, guys. Treat yourself to a luscious spa experience for your face. I'm talking about beard shampoos. I'm talking about oils, beard balms, combs, brushes, and of course, the new beard hedger that Manscaped has supplied. Guys, it's a wonderful package. You can get that package. And then you can also keep perusing their site and buy some things to take care of your package. It's a fantastic time, and with the support here at Let Me Book the Territory, you can go to the site and type in promo code Territory to get 20% off of your total purchase and free shipping. That promo code is code Territory, TERRITORI. You know how to spell. That's what you got to do, guys. You can get luscious beard for your main lady, or in BA's case, your wife, or in A-Dub's case, anybody who will have him.
Big facts.
You will
Whoever answering the phone.
You will always know that what up text is going through like Steph Curry from half court. When you got that beard trimmed, you got it luscious and soft, and they get a whiff of all the smells going on with that facial care. A woman loves when a man takes good care of himself. I think everyone does. So why not treat yourself to such quality items? I tell you what, that beard hedger does its job for me. It is water resistant. It is nick resistant, so I am not chopping my face all up. I don't look like I got war wounds. I don't look like Kang the Conqueror all down my face. It's amazing. So do yourself a favor. Show the woman you love that you also love yourself. Because when a man loves himself, it just makes a woman love him more. And Manscaped is all about that love. So guys, once again, with promo code Territory, feel free to beard your face and build the grace. Guys, I think that's all we got this week. Anything else that we need to take care of?
big Manscaped announcement coming next week, more than likely.
Oh.
Stay tuned, listeners. We got more to talk to you guys about for Manscaped, but stay tuned for that. Just one thing I gotta make sure that happens, but we got some big stuff coming from Manscaped. Still, the gift that keeps on giving, guys.
There it is. There it is.
Telling you.
Amazing.
As BA. He know. He married. The gift to keep. Oh.
Just give and give and give and give. And we just gonna keep on giving.
Duck it, quack, quack.
Make me a sandwich and give me a cigarette. Quack it, quack, quack. See you in a couple hours.
Right.
Give me a Red Bull, 30 minutes.
I just want to let you guys know that somehow in the year 2023 of our Lord, Tony Khan has found a way to book Jeff Jarrett in the title match at Revolution.
Yo,
Holy shit.
Yo.
I changed my mind. I'm not paying for it. I'm not. Nope.
Stop the
You got
presses. Stop the presses. I think we have to end on this note. There's something that you just remind. Thank you for bringing up Double J, Dub. I have a statement on him.
Quick hits to shootout.
Yes.
AEW shootout.
I got a quick one
Shoot
just
it.
to bust out real quick. Jeff Jarrett, it's the year of our Lord 2023, as Dub just said. How is this man still getting booked in relevant spots in 2023? And not only that, people love and want to see him on TV.
Cocaine.
How is this happening?
Cocaine.
Racism.
Yeah. Those are some fair
Both.
points. Yes.
They both white.
They both get the people
Come on.
going, I guess. Cause
They show.
boy,
do.
I don't understand. If you would have told me back in 1998, little BA back in 5th, 6th grade, hey, that
You're gonna
stupid
be-
gimmick with this dude with that dumb hat on with the fucking J's on it, he's gonna still be on TV wrestling in about 23 years from now, 25 years.
Hey, little BA. You know when you're almost 40, this guy
Gonna be hitting people with
He'll
guitars.
be on your TV.
is still going
Yes.
to be calling people slap nuts and getting title shots.
It makes
gonna-
no sense.
You're going to be a homeowner with your own children, and this guy is still going to be on your television.
Let y'all
Be in
know,
your
man.
second home, BA, and you still gonna see Jeff Jarrett on your TV screen. You've lived. That's
He's gonna-
incredible, man. It's incredible.
His
Somebody-
championship reigns and attempts are going to outlive you as a human being.
Yes, they just might. They need to create. If we gonna have all these stupid Wrestling Observer awards, Meltzer might as well create one called the Jeff Jarrett Finesser of the Year Award. Like, who got all these accolades that has no business earning them? That's what that award.
I would
should
have
be.
a problem, and I would have words for Jeff Jarrett and the Wrestling Observer if I was Chris Bay, by the way. That's who I would love to see NXT sign, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Switch them apples. Anywho,
That's a whole podcast on why that man ain't on a main roster of any nature as far as these big promotions. But as E-Ray said, switch that switchblade to say the least.
yes, I hate to end it here, but somehow Jeff Jarrett has stepped on Jay Lethal's shoulders and eclipsed him in somehow getting another title shot. So there's that. Other than that, guys, I don't know what's happening for Revolution, so I'm not even going to attempt to do a rundown show. We will just recap it probably next week. This will be the only time you get full on content from us about AEW for a while until it gets like worthy of us talking about. Not to mention, I want to say, is this the pay-per-view where we finally get DB versus
MJF for the Iron Man match for the title?
MJF?
Yes, that is the main event.
for 72 hours? Like they're gonna wrestle all night long, like a lock-in. I don't know. Be interesting. But we'll see.
That.
And
I don't
even
know,
even
but I'll
with
watch it. It's
an
probably gonna be good.
hour-long Iron Man match, it's still an 8-match card.
Yeah, that's crazy.
happy I'm
I'll
off
probably
on
end up
Monday.
watching on Monday. But regardless, guys,
Damn you,
Um,
Tony Khan.
I think we've done enough here. There've been some laughs. There's been some tears. There's been some impressions. and there have been some recapping and booking of wrestling. I don't know what else we can give you, but our social media accounts. Dub, hit them with the social.
Ladies and gentlemen, neckbeards and slap nuts, if you guys are looking for me, I'm at ADUB1220 on all the socials. Hit that follow button. I will fuck up your algorithms with wrestling and filth. Other than that, Embrace the Turn Up podcast. New episodes every Tuesday. Me and John complaining about pretty much everything going on in the culture. Y'all know the vibes.
Love it. BA, where can they not find you? Name all the platforms. Every single one.
Stole my lead. You cannot find me on Facebook. You cannot find me on Instagram. You can absolutely not find me on Snapchat. No way in hell you finding me on TikTok. And absolutely not me individually on Twitter. But you can find our illustrious podcast at Let Me Book Pod, live in the living color, on Twitter, tweeting y'all, talking shit,
Caping for white women.
being cool with most of y'all.
What?
Oh!
What?
That is not me doing that.
That is all BA.
No, it ain't.
What?
Because my podmates also control that handle. And when there's any talk of sleaze, it is not BA. Because BA knows better. Because BA is a happily married man. But that's where you can find BA running the Twitter pod
Yeah, I heard
handle.
tweeting about the chicks
at
on Level
Let Me
Up,
Book
talking
Pod.
about how much you love them.
Dub
He's
is
like,
a
I
wild
wish I
man,
get my
folks.
soul snatched. Whoa, BA, relax.
She's black though. Wait a minute.
And Booker,
Right. That's what he was like, oh, he was like, wait, what? Oh, never mind. Oh, no, BA.
my podmates are wild boys. Yes, that's where you can find me, and not
Give
schmoozing
him the
over
handle.
white
What's the
women
handle?
like they're saying.
What's the handle, BA?
At Let Me Book Pod is the handle, and you will not find me there schmoozing on white women because BA is a
Not at
happily
all.
married man.
Yeah,
Do
he'll
not
just
do that.
think about it. But regardless, guys, you can find me at E_RAY, the bad guy, on the Instagrams. My latest post, I am still doing the 12 cents of 2023. My latest post is up now. It is John Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. Oh, it's such a sexy fragrance. Get your hands on that now. Take a look. I put the notes and all the things that you would need to know for my fellow scent birds and people who are just now kind of getting used to or getting into fragrances. And you want to smell good? You got your package all clean. You got your face clean from Manscaped. Why not go ahead and get you something to smell good as well to make sure you are either in them sheets with your wife, BA, or in them streets with your next ex-wife as A-Dub.
Jesus.
There you go. Or you just
in some
work
cheeks,
at home.
like everybody should be.
Hey.
Hey! Also, you can find me on Twitter, speaking of cheeks, E_RAY, the hipster, looking at all the cheeks, because that is all the algorithm seems to send my way. I'll be like, where's the wrestling? Oh, that's crazy. Cannot
Everything is
scroll in
wrestling,
public.
that's why.
This is wild. But guys, it has been another fantastic episode of Let Me Book the Territory. New things are springing eternal, more content, more reinvention. This will be a year of magic for this pod, for this trio, and for you listeners. We're bringing the shits, as we say. But until then, as Dub loves to say, he is a gremlin-faced dog. And to sweet him when you see him, but do not feed him after midnight. Guys, let the madness wash over you for the rest of this episode if you made it this far, because we are insane. We love you, and good night.